Hello, and welcome back to Power Beyond. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition live actual play. We're going through the Lost Mines of Phandelver, Lost Mines, with some homebrew content. I am Joe, the very excited and somewhat terrified GM for this wonderful group of players here. Players, why don't you go around and introduce yourselves and your characters, starting down there with Rossum.
Hey, I'm Rossum. I play King, the grumpy high elf with the sassy heart of gold. Very, very, like, rusty gold. But yeah, and he's picking up a few new tricks here and there with the spells and the spinny zappity and the stuff.
Hi, I'm Sam. I play Trige, the satyr trickery cleric who might be tapping into his roots as well pretty soon. Or maybe already. So yeah, I think he's an ornery teenager, so, and the only one he really likes is Nyapeth at this point. Everybody else is kind of mean to him.
Dang.
Hi, I'm CJ. I play Wanderin, the Wood Elf Rogue. Sort of going with the flow, he's desperately trying to ignore everything that happened in that true circle. So there's that.
Hi, that leaves me. I'm Lysaric Franco. I play Nyapeth Fanxiris, the Dragonborn fighter who has the power of lying and tripping on her side. She does her best to keep this party from too much trouble, but causes her fair share. And if you ask nice, maybe she'll be your new mom. I don't know. We'll find out.
Not my mom.
That's okay, Hannah. I would never try to replace a mother figure in your life. I'm really more of an aunt.
Satyrs don't really have moms.
Now that's interesting. We'll get into that later.
That really explains a lot. I'm just saying.
It really does.
Wait.
No, but that is a weird thing that I did not realize about satyrs until I did some research. And
Oh my gosh.
yeah, there's female satyrs don't really exist.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
This changes
There
so
you go.
many things for me.
I'm so excited.
This changes so many things for me.
I want to tell you all of the things that I've had in my head for the past week, because
No.
there is so much in there, but I just can't. But we'll get there soon enough. But one step at a time, because right now where we are is at a pretty solid place, with things in the town finally settling down after you have solved the puzzle of the two Harbin Westers, two town masters in Phandalin.
Too many Harbins.
Too many Harbins.
Hail to Harbins.
And also some accomplices, which apparently all were the tricky creatures known as doppelgangers, posing as the city officials. They kind of made themselves comfortable, and you disposed of them all, leaving at least the real town master there to sort of take back his position. After some winding down from the battling and some decompressing of information with all of that, Sildar, very elated, comes into the inn to join you after your break and slams down a map on the table, unfurls it, and shows you what they found because you didn't give the doppelgangers enough time to clean up around the townmaster's hall. And what you see, or what you should see here, if the characters are here, is a map with some markings on it, kind of going to Cragmaw, the Cragmaw Cave, and then going down to the Tribor Trail leading to Phandelver there. But both pointing to a direction within the woods north, with the marking of a black spider. He shows you this map and is very excited about this new information. Players, what do you do?
So I mean, context clues. I'm thinking that this is maybe a hideout for this black spider we've been hearing so many horrible things about. Yeah. Or maybe there's just one really big spider there, but that seems unlikely given what we know of the area. I'm just spitballing here. Because you know what happens when you assume.
No, what happens?
Oh, you get stuff wrong.
Well, what happens when you get it right?
I mean, sometimes, but listen, I feel like the odds are in our favor with this particular assumption. I would, if I were not reformed, would consider making a wager on it. But, I don't know. What do you think? Should we just go check it out?
So do we want to go to Cragmaw first? I mean, it's closer, but also maybe that's where they're hiding some people.
Well, isn't that hideout? That's where we cleared it out, isn't it? That's where we picked up our little friend Vorp and all that.
Then never mind.
Because we're looking for, I think, a castle, Cragmaw Castle.
Yes.
And I can't imagine that's what we're about to find in those woods, but it's possible, I suppose. Less likely.
We indeed started our journey and relationship there in those caves. Seems like it is a pipeline of some sort. Instructions or directions of some sort to his affiliates.
So what are you thinking, Tilda? Are you thinking we go in here? Are we doing a recon mission? Are we doing a siege? I feel like, time is of the essence to get that map back to make sure whether it's Rockseeker Brothers or this black spider finding that Wave Echo Cave or whatever, right? We're against the clock here a bit.
Indeed. It's siege may be strong, but I think it would be wise to investigate the area and see if there is any sort of information or at this rate, if we could even find Gundren or anyone, any leads at this point, will be helpful stopping the black spider. This is, I feel, as good of a lead as we are going to get for next steps. So,
yeah, all right. So, friends, compatriots, colleagues, how you feeling about a walk in the woods?
Could find some answers.
Maybe taking a road less traveled.
I mean,
I mean-
I'm right at home.
There you have it. Kane, you've been awfully quiet. You haven't snacked even once. You feeling all right? Your tummy sore or something? You need a snack?
Oh,
You need a nap?
I did see that whole assumption thing, but you didn't go with it. So
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
you did kind of kill the momentum on that one.
He just wanted to hear you say ass.
Oh, well, I don't use that kind of language. You should know that about me by now. Why would I swear? When trying to what are you even talking about? What are you talking about, Kane? Are you I mean I was
This is
joking
the
earlier, but
Hunter
you
thing
all
all
right?
over again. Yeah, you know what? Let's just head out. But like, let's be honest here. Like, this is gonna be our one shot we're gonna get at this, because we're not gonna be able to make a second trip one way or another. Because if we go in there, they spot us. If we don't take care of whatever's there, they're just gonna be out by the time we do come back. So we have to be prepared for that.
Yeah, so let's talk about being prepared for that. They've got those weird squiggly guys that can just look like anybody. And while we've got our password, which is a very good password, and I do like it a lot, maybe there's something, I don't know. We can noodle on it on the way, but I think we should take some extra precautions. Find more ways to, I don't know, verify who we are. Or either that or we do not split up. That's my other suggestion.
What about like a secret handshake?
Oh, I do like a secret handshake.
Like one of these.
Ooh. No, Dana, slow down. That's so many movements.
This is just
I got the this, and we did some of this, and there was but then you lost me.
It's just a suggestion. We don't have to do this one exactly.
Okay, well, can we bring in the elbow? I kind of like it when you've got the hands and it's a little more dynamic because a little different than what everybody else is doing. Sorry, I'm getting really excited. The creative process, it's really.
But we just don't split up.
I like that too. Silda, do you happen to have that crossbow that I loaned you? So you didn't get kidnapped again on the way back? I have a feeling I'll need that back.
Yes, I suppose I have made somewhat good use of it. Haven't had to use it, but it felt good to be equipped again. And he's got it kind of positioned, secured, like in a way behind his back, and he'll kind of undo it and hand it back to you. So you've got your crossbow back. If indeed this is the location where they took Gundren in the map, then perhaps they may have some of my gear there as well. Would be wise to seek that out, and I personally would be very grateful if you were to find anything there and return it to me.
Is there something in particular we're looking for?
Not specifically. I should hope that they didn't, spread it around on the way and throw things away, but if they had gathered everything together, hopefully it's all in one piece, and I think whatever remains of it will suffice. I will be happy with it.
All right.
Is there any like descriptive markers on this gear? Like, what if there's like tons of different gear, from loots before?
I feel like my gear will stand out a little bit more.
Ah, man of high fashion taste, perhaps. I didn't really take you for one of those, Silda.
fashion, maybe not, but well, certainly emblems and symbols that will differentiate from the rest of the materials.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye out. Do our best then. Wanren, Trish, is there anything you want to do here, wrap up wise, before we head out?
I believe I'm all set. I think I've gotten everything I needed to get done, finished earlier.
Are we like 100% sure that we don't want to take Vorp? Because you saw how good he was at helping defend here. So if he was so good at helping defend here, maybe he could be just as good helping us. And then he's also a goblin. So he could just go in and be the goblin that blends in. And we could do our usual prisoner got caught by a goblin thing, which has worked for us in the past.
It's a pretty good routine. I'm not gonna lie. I think we can make some improvements. You know, they say that once you've done a show a couple of times, you really start to find your step and get to improv a little bit more, make it a little bit the performance a little more meaningful. I hear that from some of my theater friends. But yeah, I mean, we can. I think if we ask, I don't see the harm in asking. But I would to counter argue. You know, Vorp did a good job of protecting here, and maybe he needs to stay here and help Sildar and Harbin while we're gone. Because in case any more of those squiggle guys show up, when they did weird, okay, it's unnerving. I'll tell you what. But I say we can ask him.
I personally would be hesitant about taking a young goblin out on patrol here. I think there's still some ill will around the town. Though he may have a safe haven in the inn and he has proven his worth, it may take some time for him to regain that reputation. So I don't disagree. Additional hands are always welcome, but I do think I should remain here to look after the town with the town master and some of the townsfolk here that we know we can trust.
Trish, how about you go ask Vorp if he wants to come, but you cannot bribe him. It has to be his choice, you understand? I don't care how much candy you got in your pockets.
I don't have any candy. I gave it all away because I'm a good person.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And also, just remember, Vorp has a cloak now. So when we are around people, he can wear said cloak and he will be fine.
You know you're putting his life at risk, right? I'm just gonna throw that one out there.
I
mean, look at what we just.
You're the one who killed him, almost.
Oh no, that was
That was
definitely
team effort.
me.
Majority, particularly Dragonborn, doing like 90% of the work.
Do you hear that, everyone? Do you hear that? He's acknowledged that I do 90% of the work. I need everyone. You all heard it.
90% of
you
the
all
killing,
heard it here and now. You heard. All right.
90% of the maiming. That's fine. You could take all the credit for maiming.
Legally binding
that's
statement
fine.
made in front of several witnesses.
That's not how legally binding anything works.
Are you a lawyer? Huh? How many times have you been to prison?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Kane.
How many times have you been to prison?
I'm not the one undergoing trial here. Yeah, but
you seem to know a lot about these trials.
I plead the fifth. You would know that if you were a real lawyer.
You would know that if you had to do it a lot.
Or maybe I'm just a sneaky lawyer.
You didn't even know what. Never mind. We're wasting time on this. Go ahead and ask Vorp, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I've already walked up to my room while y'all are having this conversation. I ran up to the room to go talk to Vorp.
Okay. While they are getting into legal discussions downstairs, Traj, you walk upstairs and see Vorp kind of tidying up some things in some of the rooms and just kind of doing some turn downs and things, just like getting things organized in the rooms, getting ready for the evening, and maybe just organizing some of your stuff in there, or just your extra clothes or whatever you got, and he's just kind of cleaning things up and doing some work.
Hey buddy, how you feeling?
Oh, hey, I'm doing pretty good. I think this is what I sounded like, so this is just what we're gonna go with. It's been a while since we talked, so yeah. How are things? It's how are things going on your adventuring around town? It got a little interesting here the other day, huh?
Things are pretty great. We definitely figured out who the right mayor is, or town master.
Oh, that's good.
We are on top of that.
Glad to hear that. That's good. That's good.
Do you want to go on an adventure?
An adventure? What kind of adventure, I guess? What are we doing with the adventure?
You're gonna come with us. We're gonna walk into the woods, and we're gonna go find a big spider.
Oh, a spider. Okay. I think I'll pass if that's the case.
No,
that sounds pretty dangerous. Big old bugs
I mean,
in the woods.
It's kind of dangerous, but like it's gonna be super cool. And I think if you were part of us defeating the black spider, then you could come back to town and everybody would be like, whoa, this is a goblin who did good things? Cool. And then everybody would like you like even more. I know they really like you here because you're really good at your job, but if you came with us, maybe even more people would like you.
I mean, that wouldn't be so bad. I do kind of like being here, and
from what I heard, you kicked some major ass.
I did all right for myself. I hung in there, and they were just a little overwhelming. They were throwing the chairs and stuff, and just mostly made a mess of the place. But yeah, I got a couple of good stabs in there. One or two of them, maybe. I think maybe one guy lost a finger. I don't know.
Nice.
It was hard to tell in the scuffle. Tries make a persuasion check.
8. Where are you, persuasion? That's perception. That's persuasion. That's a 23. I believe that is a nat 20. My dear.
The hell with it. You know what? You sold me. Yeah, let's go kick some ass. Let's go kill a big old nasty bug. And yeah, I'll do it. Why not?
Hey, bring your cloak. And he runs down and he goes, everybody, Vorp's coming.
Vorp, he didn't offer you any candy now, did he?
Vorp kind of took a second to gather some of his things, and he comes down and, oh, what candy? No. There's no candy. Just I think it might be good for me to really prove myself and get in here and help the town a little bit more. I really like it here. Let me establish myself a little bit more here. That'd be good.
Yes.
I mean, all right.
So excited. Vorp's coming, and we're going to beat everybody, and then everybody's going to like us and Vorp, and it's going to be great. And the whole town is going to be like, yeah!
And we're going to be very careful and make sure that we all make it back.
Well, sure. Yeah.
It'll be very cool while we do it because surviving is cool.
Yeah.
It is something that I aspire to every single battle, and something I feel like I have gotten very good at. So yes, that would be really great if we continued in that upward trend.
Good
This is
and
very-
lucky are not the same thing, my friend.
But those close calls make it a lot more fun.
It is. Let me tell you, being on the brink of death multiple times in the span of 48 hours or so is quite exhilarating.
I mean,
It is
you
quite the
definitely
adrenaline
made
rush,
some
let me tell
memories.
you.
Maybe lost some memories from the blunt force trauma, but we don't need to get into that. I think we have everything that we need to meander up there towards that. We got the map. Kane, did you grab Sildar? We got the map. Who's got the map? Map.
Mhm.
Who's got the map?
It's still on the table as far as
Yeah.
nope, since nobody's grabbed it yet. So
I'll grab the map. Wyman just rolls it up.
Sure.
Wanren has the map.
Excellent.
Good. Oh.
All right.
Let's
We got
do
this.
this.
We gotta go. I mean, we have transportation, so we can use that and probably cut down on our travel time quite a bit there. We should do that, I think.
Oh, Vorp, have you met Mr. Frederick? He's very nice.
I do not think I have had the pleasure. I would be happy to meet yet another new party member. There has
Mr.
been so
Frederick.
much that has happened.
Mr. Frederick really likes oats and carrots.
Oh,
He does have some stinky toots occasionally, but
so
he is
he's on
still
keto? Is that
pretty
it?
Great.
is that keto?
Basically.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
Although I don't know how much he likes the cheese.
Okay, I don't. I am very much looking forward to meeting. Oh wait, this person. This is a horse, isn't it? Or a
Yeah,
donkey of some sort. I
Correct,
just
correct.
Yeah.
put that together. It's taking me a bit, the whole close
I'm
to
gonna
death
go-
thing. It's starting. I see what you mean now. It's starting to. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta protect the head.
Okay, yeah.
Protect the
Okay.
head. Everybody's like the organs, and that they're not wrong. But the head is also very important. And with your size, it's very swing.
I am
Right.
definitely at prime
Yeah.
swing level.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna go check Augustus and make sure it's loaded with everything that we need.
Okay.
And I trust you to get Mr. Frederick squared away. Maybe feed him less cheese because we are gonna be downwind.
Right. No cheese. No cheese.
No cheese. Wanren, Kane, any preparation that you need to do? Yeah. I mean, I feel adequate.
Now, yeah, let's go. This is gonna.
I'm ready to.
It's gonna
I'm all
go
set.
well.
All right. Sildar, it's thank you for this map. We'll try to find your fancy gear with your fancy emblems and markings of gang affiliation and get
More
back safe.
respectable than that, but yes, please, if you can.
Secret club call signs. I'm tracking.
How many times have you been in prison?
I don't see how that's relevant, Kane. Yeah, then we'll walk outside.
Yep,
Oh.
here we go.
Yeah, we all head out after her.
Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. So you are all loading up. Pretty easy to get everything together, get the horses fueled up, and get loaded up with everything, and you make your way out of town. Oh, let's see. Let me pull something up really quick. This and this. If my memory serves me correctly, you are also leaving. This was like kind of midday when you're on your way out.
Correct.
So I would say following the map, you've got an easy enough trail to get up to around maybe like the out, like just within the outskirts or right within the forest line here, before it starts getting a little darker. Would you like to continue forth into the nighttime?
What are we feeling, there, friends? I mean, I wouldn't mind getting a good night's rest if we have, we keep watch out. Maybe we can, you know, see some of the comings and goings from this place. Get a little more information on maybe what we're walking into. But again, as always, I am a team player. So what do we want to do? We want to go in crossbows blazing. Well, I don't know. Kane, you were doing some icy stuff. Do you have, is it just ice or you got something a little more spicy at your fingertips, if you know what I mean?
You know, I never really thought about it. But yeah, it's mostly icy stuff.
All right. Okay. There's no shame in it. You know, specializing in particular magic schools or areas.
Well, maybe one's a little more not icy, but it's not a no element.
Your cold and calculated nature makes it feel very icy. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let's go with that. That's
all right. I'll take
answer.
It. Wanren, what are you thinking? I mean, I feel like Sneaky Boys, the sneak crew, has a big say on how we approach this.
Well, approaching in the night would work. That would be really beneficial, but my knowledge on other races isn't great, but I'm assuming you two can't see in the dark.
Oh yeah, no.
Trash. Oh, look at that. No, I can't. That's new.
You just realized you can't see in the dark?
I just realized I can't see too far at night. That's
all right.
I mean, I always thought it was pretty normal not to see too far at night, but I guess it's not normal. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see so good in the dark, and it's really hard to hold your armor in the dark to be sneaky because you can't see it so good, so you don't know if one part's slipping or not. So it's really hard to kind of, navigate in the dark. But I mean, we can try our best. We've done pretty well with bold plans like this in the past.
Our other issue is that we also now have this cart and horse here that kind of stands out.
We can tie him up somewhere. It'll be fine, won't you, Mr. Frederick?
We can hide Mr. Frederick real good. I don't have any worries about that. What I do have worries about is that I'm pretty tired.
All right.
And
Yeah.
I feel like things would be better after I slept. And I would have more available to me after I slept, because that battle took a lot out of me.
Yeah, I'm all right.
I did a whole lot of things.
I mean, that's all I need to hear, really. If Trige isn't feeling up to it, and with us having Vorp, healing might be something that we need.
Something more
No
available
offense,
to you,
Vorp.
like your vision.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, being able to see would be nice. But you can't see if you're dead either, turns out. Well, maybe not. I don't know. What comes after this? A conversation for another time.
But also, tomorrow, even though we are in the light, I can help us with getting in, with hopefully not so much issues.
All right. That's
So-
all I really need to hear. Should we set up camp? Keep it on the lean side for this evening, maybe. No campfire and whatnot.
Yeah, I would say probably no fire, unfortunately.
Oh, it'll be all right.
Let's rest up.
All right.
Take the first watch.
Yeah, that's actually just my question. Yeah, is who's gonna be doing watches? And it sounds like Wanren is volunteering for one. Anybody else want to do like a second watch, or are you guys tag teaming watches?
Nyapeth would take a watch.
Okay. Are you doing first watch together, or are you doing
I do second,
second?
just to
Okay.
make sure we had like coverage or whatever.
Sure.
Trige is fully gonna sleep. Trige is like out almost immediately after we have the original conversation.
Okay.
Kane is just gonna do his 4 hours, then just whenever that's done, just be away for the rest of the night today.
Okay. So, Wanren, for first watch, why don't you go ahead and give me a perception check? Also, don't forget, if there's anything you want to do during this time, if there's anything that you need to, like, I don't know, attune to, or anything you want to talk about, read up on, you're always free to do that during this time as well.
Big oof.
That is a 9.
Okay. This is a kind of creepy forest. There is, it's like a lot of forests you might have been in before. Like it's, not too dense, but it's still got a lot of, trees and grass overgrown to it. There is still something eerie about just being around here. You can't quite put your finger on. But besides those uncomfortable feelings, you don't really notice anything. Nothing really happens during your watch. So you are okay during your time, keeping an eye out on everybody. Anything you guys want to talk about during the crossover, during the changing of the guards?
Wanren, how'd it go?
Everything seemed pretty quiet.
All
These
right.
trees kind of give me the creeps though, but yeah.
I could see that. You gonna go do your meditation bit here? Or,
Yeah,
I mean, all right. I'll just
and rest up.
be over here then. You take it easy.
Scream if you need us.
Okay. I mean, that would work, I suppose.
All right. Give me a perception for your watch.
I will do that. Ooh, that is an 18 plus nothing for an 18.
18 gives you a good sense of the surrounding area. You get kind of the same feeling. Something unsettling in the air. You're just very hyper aware of different rustlings and different things that happen. But each and every time that something happens, it's maybe a squirrel or a rabbit just coming out. It's doing some late night foraging and then early morning foraging at this point, and then it scurries back around. Other shuffling that you hear, but there's nothing like there. You kind of take notice of some brush and things that are moving around, but nothing is coming from it. There's no other sounds. It's just there, and it just feels odd. But the evening passes. The early morning at this point passes.
Yeah, Nyapith would be kind of have a playing card set out that she would be nervously shuffling like between her hands and kind of playing a game of solitaire or something like that, fantasy solitaire, on the ground in front of her, and like pausing to listen to the sounds before going back and very intently playing through this card game to keep her awake.
Okay. With that, everybody has gotten a nice, proper long rest.
Woo!
So you can mark all of that off and shake off the eye boogers and get yourselves ready to keep going. Who is in charge of navigating? I know Wanren has the map, but who would be in charge of, like, the navigation aspect?
I would definitely leave that to the map holder. As, I mean, I can survive in a pinch, but I feel like you guys have that under control, maybe?
My survival's +2.
Yeah, mine's low. How about the person who, I don't know, like lived their whole life in the woods? Would they have a better time navigating through this?
Story-wise, yes. Survival is +1. So...
Wanren, you're holding the map upside down.
Yeah.
Survival's -1.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
good
Come
gracious.
here.
Yeah, Nyapith would kind of
Gracious.
watch Wanren like keep spinning the map in his hands.
And just go, all right, look, you hold it this way, this compass, you know.
And would step in to help navigate.
Yeah, I just thought, like, no matter you turn a map, like, it always points to north. So north is
Oh, no.
that way.
No. See, no. You know what? No, we're all right. We're all right.
I don't know how you're not dead yet.
So, from what
we're
it
gonna-
sounds like, is everybody sort of taking a turn at trying to figure out where we're
everybody's
going?
literally going to be holding
Yeah.
up the map looking. Group decision.
Nyapith got the map. She saw Wanren kind of like pulling it out and fumbling with it, and has decided, no, I'll take over.
Okay.
I don't know how you're not dead yet.
Yeah, the way that I'm going with this is Trige doesn't use maps. He just feels where the woods want to take him. That's why his survival is only +1. Because he doesn't actually know
hippies.
how to look at things. He's just like, I'll get there.
I'm gonna create
And when I
GPS.
get
Just
there.
watch. Oh,
So yeah, so I'm at an impasse now.
Vorp is Vorp better at this than us?
Vorp does know the woods.
I never got a chance to go in this direction, but the region is kind of familiar. I might not
I mean,
be
he
able to
led us
talk
through
like
the
this for
woods
very much
before.
longer if I keep this up, so don't be surprised if my voice changes.
That's all right, hun. I understand completely.
So I guess, yeah, my follow-up question to that is, would you be asking Vorp for directional help?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
He's
think
willing
so
to
at
offer
this
it.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, Nyapith, you said that you are kind of taking charge now that we're like in the woods, as it were, literally.
Yep.
Then Nyapith, make me a survival roll at advantage,
Ooh, okay.
because Vorp does have proficiency in survival.
Ooh, I'm glad. First roll was a 17, second roll was a 4, +2, so that's a 19.
Okay. Second roll I'm going to have you make is a 1d4.
One,
Dang it.
4. I got a 1.
Brilliant.
Is it?
It is. For you. Maybe it might make sense when I kind of start describing this. Maybe not. But soon enough, with a little fumbling here and there, but with the assistance of Vorp, you're able to navigate your way to a spot that you think is getting very close to where this icon is. And sure enough, the terrain around the forest kind of starts to shift. And as you are kind of making your way through different trees and different brush, through all of that, you can make out an outline of a large stone structure. From the looks of it, you are able to see that you made your way to it from the south straight up to the north. So you are sort of facing a southern portion of the building. What is your approach before I get into any more details?
I'm gonna cast my armor now. Just get that done before we actually go inside.
I am going to cast on everyone around me. Let's make sure that I have this right. Yes, so pass without a trace. A veil of shadows and silence radiates from you, masking you and your companions from detection. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you, including you, has a +10 bonus to dexterity. And can't be tracked except by magical means. And we leave behind no tracks. There we go.
It's +10 to stealth checks? Or
Stealth, yeah. Dexterity,
Yeah.
stealth. So
Just-
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have all become extra stealthy for an hour, and you're going to be
Yes.
holding a concentration on that.
Yes.
I have a question. Does Vorp actually wear armor?
Vorp has some armor. Yeah, he's got a little bit of an armor to him with the cloak as well.
Go up.
All right.
And a cloak.
He doesn't need the spell.
Looks him up and down. It's like, you're not worthy.
You're not a waste of a charge.
I mean, if it would have worked, then fine. But I'm not gonna have a goblin that starts stripping off his armor. Nope. I'm good.
Okay.
All right. So, do we want to? We're just sneaking up to the door. I mean, could this be a castle? Would you say? I mean, it's kind of castle-like, right? This could be that Cragmaw Castle that they were talking about. Would make sense. It's not very far from the hideout.
Yeah.
It does indeed look fortified in such that way, yes.
Kane, Wanren, what do you think? We should just sneak in? I mean, I do think we should stick together as much as we possibly can. I still haven't figured out how Trish did that thing with it was something like this, but with no, I don't know.
Yeah. Worst come to worst, we have our password.
We do have the password.
Do we want to go through the? Are we assuming this is the front? Like, should we look for another?
Is there like a
entrance?
side entrance? A window?
I don't know. You guys want to lead the way? We'll follow close as we can behind.
Yeah, I want to
Sure.
check around the side, see if there's another entrance.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to do this now then. Let me shift everybody over. And I know what some of it looks like, but don't get ahead of yourselves now. So what you're coming up to is, it looks like on the south side of getting a little bit closer, it is definitely fortified and designed as a castle. It's an overgrown path leading to a passage that climbs up and into the wall. A large iron door stands here, sheltered from direct outside attack. Arrow slits 10 feet above the ground overlook the path.
Should look for another entrance.
Okay.
Okay.
Wanren, did you say that you were going to look for a different entrance?
Yes.
Okay. Which direction are you going? Left or right?
Left.
Sorry. Let me just point. This direction?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm trying to, like, I'm putting myself in the map now too, and I'm like, you know what? It's probably easier if I just point. Where do you want to go? This direction, right?
This way.
Okay. Make me a stealth check.
Gotcha. And how would I do that with the spell? Do you just add 10?
You're just adding 10, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
Okay.
rolling
don't
that
worry,
10.
the
Yep,
plus
yep.
tab.
34.
God damn.
You slink into some of the brush and move around this circular turret-shaped building here. There's another arrow slit that you can see up above. This one up there, let me get to the right area because this is all over the place, I'll be honest here. This is the southwest tower. And you can tell as you're moving by that there is like rubble that just comes down from the ground. It is kind of broken apart, but still like it just kind of caved in on itself. But it's just all broken down as you walked around, and you can it's actually you can see it. It's kind of where you are, but you got a better look at all of that rubble down there. But as you look, then yes, you can see a turret, an arrow slit up a little bit further up. And as you walk around to this area, you can kind of sneak around there. You see what looks to be a main entrance. And kind of getting even a further look on like towards the other side, you can see that it appears that there's multiple towers of different sizes. The farther tower looks a little bit wider. This one was a little bit smaller. That's just various towers, and some of them just don't look great. There's a short flight of steps that leads up to a terrace in front of a main entryway. Past the wreckage of a pair of sundered doors lies a shadowy hall. The round towers loom over the entranceway, and there are, as you can maybe kind of tell, let me actually move this for stream 2. It is hard to tell on there, but there are a couple more arrow slits as well, looking down and around. So you're able to kind of scout out this entrance.
And when you say arrow slits,
picture like a small little window. It's not very wide, but kind of tall, and it's wide enough for people to look at you through and get some bow and arrow action through, and rain down some armaments on you if necessary.
all right. With that information, I will head back to the group.
Okay, I'll move you back.
All right.
What'd you see, Master Thief?
So far we can do this one of two ways. This in front of us seems like the actual alternative, the alternative entrance, or we can go through the front door.
Not do the front door thing.
I mean, if we're doing the front door, we're going in big.
Yeah, let's not.
All
But
right,
not.
so the side door then.
Well, we didn't even check out the bag. At least check out one other side of the building, right?
All right, you want to go take a look?
Yeah.
Price, you want to go take a look?
Sure. Are we all going, or I thought we weren't splitting up?
I mean, we can all go. Or if it's just as long as you can, if you want to sneak down, as long as I can still see you.
Okay, I can do this.
You can do
I
it.
can do this. Okay. So yeah,
Let's go for it.
I'm gonna go the opposite way.
You're going this way? All right.
Yep.
Make me a stealth roll. And I'll grab a hold of you for this outside part.
Come on. So that's 28. Or is it?
Do
Is
you
it-
roll at disadvantage?
I do.
You still just, yeah, you'll get the plus 10. So that was a 28,
Yeah.
and this is a 24.
Mhm.
Okay. Great.
Because, yeah, it's not...
Okay, I was just wondering because it's already like it's adding a +1
Because you have a +1.
So is it a
and then
+1 plus the +10?
The +1's already factored in. It's saying that's your modifier. It's already factored into that roll.
I guess
if you have.
Sorry, more of my question is pass without a trace
Is not calculated in that, no.
My question is, should pass without a trace just fully replace the modifier, or should it be added to the modifier?
Added to.
Okay, that was sorry, that was my question.
It's both and.
Great. So disadvantage is still a 24.
Okay, you are still pretty quiet, even though you've got some jingles in your armor. But you managed to kind of walk around and sneak around, and you see like the same thing. There's rounded towers and various crumbling areas. You can move around. I'll move you down over here. And you can make it all the way over to like this area. And once again, you see some arrow slits and things up top on some of these towers, some of these rounded parts, but on this side there doesn't seem to be any direct way inside.
All right, then I head back.
Okay, you are back with everybody.
No doors, just holes.
Right. Jane, what do you think?
Unless we want to make our way all the way to the other side. Our best bet is probably this entrance here.
Yeah, it's door right here.
I think at this point, this one's fine. You're not going to like this plan, but this is technically your plan to begin with.
Well, let's hear it.
But if we're entering through a side entrance, Vorp should probably be the first one going through.
The prisoners!
Oh, right, that whole thing.
Probably wouldn't be taking prisoners through a side door, though.
I mean, wouldn't you?
I bet we would.
Prisoners would be like a front door kind of thing.
No, that's for like guests and whatnot. I don't know.
This is literally your territory.
Yeah, I feel like the jails are gonna be in like cellars and stuff like that,
Do you normally take prisoners through a secondary entrance?
I mean, I haven't been in many proper buildings in a while, but in the cave, we took the prisoners off to the side and not really like all the way to the front. I have to tend to agree that maybe there's an advantageous way to sneak people in and out instead of just going through the front door.
I tend to agree. I think this door's here. I say we go for it. This way we'll at least be further in. We'll have a higher chance of at least seeing something.
Well, no, see, this is the thing is, last time it worked because Vorp knew the area, knew the other goblins, knew the leader.
But also,
Vorp, who's the leader of this group?
If this indeed is that castle, oh boy, then you're in for some action with King Grohl there.
Okay, do you think you can talk your way through this?
Oh,
even just to get in. Do you think you can make sure you don't get shot?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Why are you making him feel uncomfortable?
No,
I'm letting him know what's about to happen to him.
Would it help if I was your pal Glamp again?
It might, but I feel like I might not have as much pull with these folks here. This is on a whole other level here.
Right.
So
right. I mean, I think a little bit here we're gonna have to do some subterfuge. It's gonna be a little bit of infiltration here.
Yeah.
If you can get us in, and we can at least assess the room, and maybe you know.
Boy. Yeah,
Just-
I can try. My
Okay.
best.
All right, Vorp, you know,
And Yapith will like crouch down and put a hand on his shoulder and look at him.
your best is all you've got. That's fine. As long as you're trying your best, that should be good enough. All right.
That's what I like
We're
to
here
do.
to back you up.
I appreciate
We're here to back you up.
I
won't
appreciate
let
it.
anything bad happen to you. I promise. All right.
Okay, yeah. No, I think the reality of the situation is just coming
Yeah.
forward right now, and I'm starting to realize that,
If it starts to get ugly, you just get behind me, okay?
that sounds good, but I am also going to try my best to be a member of the team. So,
That's what we like to hear, taking the initiative.
yes. Okay.
Way to be on it, Vorp. So, Vorp, again I ask, do you need me to be your friend Glamp again?
If you're gonna do your changey shifty thing, is that gonna hurt our whatever sneaky stuff you did to us? I wouldn't want that to
Nope,
one to affect the other in any way.
don't think so.
Okay.
Go ahead and glamp up there, Trish.
It's not a concentration, so I can still hold concentration on the other one and just be a Gerblin.
All right. Poof, you're a Gerblin.
Poof, you're a Gerblin. Okay, should I be graspy like you two?
Well, only if you don't think it's gonna hurt your voice too.
Do most goblins sound like this?
No, not all goblins, but you all should know better than anybody. I tend to get kicked in the throat a lot when I get into battles and things, so I think that's where this kind of came from.
I mean, would my regular voice sound enough like a goblin, or do I still
I
need to change it?
I think you sound good the way you are. Let's not try
Okay,
and push
great.
our luck here.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Well,
let's.
Nyapith will do the classic kind of holding her hands together.
And
like-
we're gonna do we're gonna get some rope and do a real like open tie, let's call it, where it's just for show. Everybody's in a line and they're following us.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, can you guys
don't-
slip out real quick though? Like,
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you need
I think
to,
we-
just
Yes.
You're taking everybody? I don't think we should take everyone at once.
Just me then.
But we're not
I mean-
separating. What happened to not getting separated?
I think that's a valid point, Kane. Unless you're willing to learn the secret handshake, you gotta choose a lane here. The choice is yours at Cragmaw Castle.
Because I'm telling you right now, if we separate and you guys don't say the word when we get
You're gonna
together,
try to punch us again?
I'm gonna do worse than punch. I know
Give us
I
a
don't
slight
have a
headache?
good punch. I know I don't have a great punch. But I've got some magic that real hurts. Remember when I killed 3 guys in one day?
I
Whoa!
mean, the zombies?
You killed people?
I killed 3 guys in one day. I was a murder hobo that day.
Wow, that's wild. I'm sorry I missed that party. Holy crap! You guys
I
really got a taste for
destroyed
blood
a
here now, don't
skeleton
you?
with my
I'm glad
body.
I'm on your side now. Wow. Oh wow.
Nyapith is like rubbing her eyes, like,
Okay, all right. Listen, I think we're getting a little off track here. Kane, Are you coming with us or are we coming? We're burning daylight and we're burning spell time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
This is gonna
great.
go well.
Wanren, you okay to be tied up and with the party? Great. Because we should not mention the bugbear. That person has fallen out of grace. Do not rely on that name. What was it again?
Ooh.
Clog.
Oh yeah, you're talking
Clog.
about Clog?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't. We are not associated, affiliated. So don't
Okay.
go there.
Right.
I mean, I was.
No, but
That might come up. I might have to put some spin
but
some
if
things on
you
that.
say
So you
you
change
say
sides
it,
during
tell
the war.
say that you're not with Clark anymore and he's a dickbag.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I mean,
Well, if you guys remember,
language.
Clark only lost power because of the uprising that you guys caused. It's not like Clark actually did anything bad. We just
Okay,
kinda
but they don't know that.
fucked up his whole
Kane.
operation.
we don't. Well, he's got a point. We don't really know what they know. What we don't know what they
Well,
know.
I'm
They
just
know
saying.
or don't know.
They don't. They
Fair.
don't. They don't think poorly of Clark
Yeah.
like he betrayed them.
That's not
So,
what
I mean-
Clark was telling us when we were there. He seemed absolutely certain that he needed to take a hike.
Oh yeah, because he failed, but not because he betrayed them.
Oh, it's not the conversation I remember. But let's get a move on. And Yapith is actually like she's holding the rope in her hand, so she's gonna start dragging everybody like
Did
towards the door.
everyone even check the door and see if it was unlocked?
You wanna go give it a listen?
I mean, you guys are taking forever. We're in the back here.
I don't see why that needs to be the case. And Yapith will actually shoulder Kane forward. Just go give it a listen.
No,
less
I
scared.
gave up that. I mean, there's a reason I started learning this other stuff, so I didn't have to be in the front anymore.
You were in the front
Mm-hmm.
ever? You have better ears than I do. Just listen.
I don't want to.
We're all tied up. Something happens. We pull you down.
Try to lead
I
us
mean,
in
we're
then.
not actually tied up. Look.
I'll put yourself back in there. We're going in. Yeah. So Trish goes up to the door with the rope in hand, dragging them with me.
Okay. So,
And first he listens.
well,
Yeah.
okay. I need two things now. I need a proper marching order.
Okay.
Let's start there.
I think it's gonna be the way I pictured in my mind. Happy for corrections. It's Trige and Vorp, and then in a line, Nyapith, Wanren, Kane is the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Yeah, it was either that or like one goblin in front and one goblin all the way at the end.
Yeah, I mean, you can put one in the back. But
Either way.
I mean, we could put Vorp in the back so that he's a little safer.
Vorp should probably be in the front. Since he's doing the former
talkie-talkie.
gang member talk thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have them both in the front. It's fine.
Yeah. Your guys are tied
It's not
up.
like goblins are the most tactical
We're
things
so
in the world.
we're so tied up with
You're
all
so
of
tied
this.
up.
Too many
So
loose
tight.
ends.
We're so good.
Very,
We're
very
so
tied
good
up.
at the tying.
Okay.
This
Okay.
these bonds. I cannot be released.
These bonds. Okay, so I have Trige, Vorp, Nyapith, Wanren, Kane.
Yeah.
Everybody roll initiative.
Yikes.
Balls.
Not great.
That is a
Oh, no.
15.
15.
13.
Oh, wait.
I got
Sorry,
a 16.
hold on.
10. I have a 10.
We're gonna go one at a time. Wanren, I heard 15.
Yes.
Okay. Kane,
16.
16. Nyapith,
13.
Trige,
10.
and last but not least,
and then whatever's inside ranges from 20 to 25.
Nyapith, what's your dex?
My dex is +2 or 14.
Okay. Well, it's dex, right? Or what's? Yeah.
No,
Both you and Vorp got 13. So.
Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. My guess is that the goblin. I don't know. A +2.
The Vorp that I made randomly is
Quickly
a
on the
+4.
spot.
No, I've
Yeah,
had him here for a while.
Amazing.
I've had him on deck, but let me tell you, he is not just like a goblin anymore. He is a character. He has his own character sheet.
this.
He is a whole thing here.
This
So
makes me very
yeah, okay.
happy.
Let me take a quick pause just to give you an idea, because you would maybe kind of know this and seen some of the skills. He is a like a goblin. That's still his thing. It's from it looks like it's from Volos. It's like a variation from all of that. And he is a fighter.
So he's a goblin fighter.
He's a goblin fighter.
And he's about to fight some goblins.
I see what you did there now. Yeah, he's got some of his own equipment and stuff like that. And some of what he rolled with everything is I'm gonna say pretty decent. I'm pretty generous with that. I will say though, because he missed out on some of the adventuring aspects, he is one level lower than you, so just keep that in mind. He's a 3rd level fighter. Okay, so he is going to be going. He will be going ahead of you anyway. So
is he still a paper goblin though?
Oh,
And by that I mean a paper person. And by that I mean, does he have 2 hit points?
no, he's got.
It's squishy.
He's not as squishy. He has
Fantastic.
all of his time working in the inn and this small time adventuring. All of you with all of you is kind of given him some new resolve. So he is changed into a much more sturdy fighter, as it were.
My good boy.
Let me just change this because I want to put this in order. That's the marching order. This is initiative order. 16. It's funny because it's kind of the marching order is that's exactly what it is. The marching order is the reverse of the initiative order.
Nice.
Initiative order.
How did that happen? That's amazing.
It was all planned.
Incredible.
Wow. I don't know how you guys do it, but you do it. Okay. So now that we've got that order, let me put you since Trige and Vorp are first. This is a narrow hall, so we're going to put you at the end, you here, and then it's Nyapith, Wanren, Kane. Nyapith, Wanren, Kane. Trige, you open up the door.
I wanted to listen first.
Okay, make a perception check.
23. I am wasting these good rolls. That is the second nat 20 of the day that I have wasted on silly rolls.
Not
actually, this one's not silly.
No,
this one's not silly.
Pretty good. So yeah, you listen and actually from like the arrow slit, and also from this the door kind of echoing through. It's a lot quieter through the door. It's actually a little bit louder from the direction of the arrow slit. You can hear like clattering. There's some loud crashing here and there or whatever, but there is definitely like voices and noises and everything. It's not coming from you can tell it's not coming from directly on the other side of the door, but it is very close from there. And like I also said, kind of towards that window that's there, that arrow slit. So you can hear a lot of clattering and clambering happening.
I mean, I think they know we're here, and I think they're ready for us. So,
with a 23, you can make out that it's has nothing to do with anything in your direction. They are just being loud and arguing about other stupid stuff. You can't exactly make out specifics, but you can tell that none of it is like happening in your direction.
Okay. All right, Vorp. Confidence. Confidence is key. We got this.
We got this.
And tell them, remember to be scared.
Okay, yeah. Hey, guys. Okay, we got this. And, be scared. Okay. Pass it on. Oh, and also be quiet, but pass it on.
And I open the door. And I confidently stride in.
You attempt to open the door, but the door is locked.
It's locked.
Nyapeth like tries to open the door.
I am so confidently walking in that I physically run into the door because I'm just assuming it's gonna open.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Should I knock? Is that not confident to knock?
I maybe wouldn't. Are we trying to be sneaky, or are we just trying to get in? Like, what do you want to do?
Do I see a lock?
There's a lock on it. There's a handle lock. It's just a larger, more like heavier iron door, but there's a handle and keyhole in it.
Don't have mage hand.
You locked up a thief.
Yeah, no, I was thinking that. So, what if we brought Ronrin up and just had him unlock it, but like don't open it, just unlock it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What? Hey, Wanren, come on. Can you come up here and fiddle with this door a little bit?
So we all have to back out.
There's enough room. I'm not gonna be going back and forth like that. There's enough room for him to kind of sneak by you and get up there and.
And what would that be? Is that a sleight? That's not a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
It is. Okay.
Or do you have thieves' tools or something?
Yes.
Are you proficient with thieves' tools? I
Yes.
never remember how this works. I think it's a sleight of hand, and you can add your proficiency, or maybe it's just a dex roll and you add your proficiency. I can't remember. I never can remember these.
You add your proficiency bonus to any ability check for disarming traps or opening locks.
Yeah.
Doesn't say what check that is, though.
Okay. So then.
So yeah, GM's discretion. What check is it? And then you're using them, you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Gotcha.
I mean, yeah, I would say that I think the last time I had you do the sleight of hand for the other lock, that was in the other place, the house, yeah, in the red brand area.
Okay. That is a 22, and then I'm assuming I add the proficiency bonus, so 24. Proficiency of +2.
I mean, even with that, it's a pretty easy way to fiddle around with it. You've seen these kinds of locks dozens of times, hundreds of times. This is a pretty easy lock. Fill it open, get it open, and you like crack the door open a little bit, and everyone's back in position. Trige, the door is now open.
Hey guys, we got this.
Yeah.
And Trige, once again, confidently opens the door and strides in.
There's something on the other side of the door that stops it about halfway, and then you... No, I'm just kidding. You open...
Flicker. You piece of shit!
You open the door. No problem.
Kind of wish that would have happened though.
Hold on, sorry. No, get out of there. Get out of there. Okay. Excuse me, where is... Why is this not working for me? Sorry, I am trying to get to this. There we go. That just wasn't clearing for me. And I'm going to do this. And the door is open. In front of you is a small little hallway there. And over to the left, to your left, you can see another small little area there. He's got another door right there. And actually, yeah, so let me explain for this little crawl that we're doing. Go square by square. This is a very tight space, I'll say, all around. So I will give you control, like guys can go ahead and do things now that you're inside, but go square by square because things might change depending on where you are. But from the hallway, you can see, yeah, you've got the door to your left there. In front of you is a bunch of different rubble from the ceiling and sides of the walls that have just crumbled around from age. That's not what I'm looking for. Why? Why don't they have that? Sorry, I'm looking at something and they don't have like an explanation for this part. So I'm going to make it up because that's what good GMs do. In front of you is oh, hold on. There it is. In front of you is another doorway. And I think that's all I'm going to say right now. So you've got basically a door to your left and a door in front of you.
Guys, should we go in this one or this one?
Nyapith will just kind of shrug because she can't like quite see yet, and just go.
Yeah.
Go. Just go. You got this. Confidence.
Okay. Trige goes straight.
Okay, so you're going just right up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I go all the way up there?
Yep.
Okay.
You can stop right there. I'll bring Vorp up, and if everybody else wants to make their way up, I can bring everybody in too, but yeah. Walk in one little one little square at a time. So as you get closer to the door that was in front of you, you can see that it's not actually a proper door. It's sort of a makeshift concealment of the hallway with some heavy fabric.
I mean, yeah, I moved the fabric.
The fabric is locked. I'm just kidding. So
You confidently walk into it and you don't move.
it could be magically locked. You never know, but not this one. No. So you are gonna open up this this curtain. I'm gonna remove that, and in front of you, you see another like hallway area. Kind of splits off into 3 different directions. Straight north, east, and west. Are you gonna move in? Or are you gonna...
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Nyapith is gonna like look at this door and just take a quick listen.
All right.
At that door.
All right. Perception for me, please.
Come on, baby. Oh no, that's a 5.
You're in luck because even with a 5, you can hear a bunch of noise and clattering. You can't make out anything about it. It just sounds like noise, but there's a lot of it coming from that room.
Okay. She'll back away and just kind of jerk her head towards it to her companions. They go,
It's very noisy. We should probably avoid it.
Away. Yeah. That's fine.
I heard them all the way outside.
All right. Tries getting into the room. On the left and right of you, you see proper doors. Straight ahead in front of you is another one of these heavy curtain doors.
I'm probably gonna keep going through curtains because I have a feeling that's where prisoners should go.
Through curtains.
Through curtains.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and put yourself in front of that curtain then?
Okay.
Oh,
How much leeway is on this rope, by the way?
I think it's what, the normal 50-foot rope? So not much.
Because, like, I didn't want to be in front of that door. So either, like, there's enough rope to fill that gap, or I literally just let go of the rope.
I feel like you would have enough. Well, maybe not. No, you'd kind of have to. You'd have to kind of squeeze in with each other there, as best as possible. Well, it is just the 3 of you. No, it's just the 3 of you tied up. I was looking at that wrong. So no, with just the 3 of you, and with how loose it's gonna be, I'd say you'd have enough leeway to be like at least 1 space apart. Maybe not 2 or more, but definitely a space apart would be fine.
Perfect.
Are you all, I mean, you all gonna keep following into this other room? Over
yeah,
here?
Nyapith is following along.
I just want to keep up with everybody on the on the tail end there as well. I don't want to get too ahead of ourselves here. So tries as you come into this room, straight ahead you can see kind of like doubled up is like not the same kind of fabric. This is more of like a tarp covering the far north wall. So straight ahead of you. Does seem to be kind of flapping around a little bit, but there's like a big tarp in front of you there. The tower, this tower specifically, is almost completely collapsed. There's a couple rotting crates and barrels with some provisions and things that might have been stored here, but it kind of stinks. Like some of it has just been here for a long time. There is one door to the east, and that's all I can tell you right now.
One door to the east, and then the tarp.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to go through the tarp, but I want to like peek through the tarp.
Okay. Why don't you move up to like... do you know how to do... Here, well, yeah, I'll do this part because I can move you exactly where I want you. Actually, I should. There you go. And I am going to also remove this because you will have seen this. Moving the tarp, you can tell that this is an entrance/exit into the castle that's just been kind of makeshifted, covered up. You can take a quick little peek. And from there, you can see a glass statue standing to one side of the secret entrance.
Hey, just one moment. I got very confused because it looks like a hand turkey. Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
I was so, have they all looked like hand turkeys?
Yeah,
and I just have missed it the whole time.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Zoomed out, it's very confusing, but yeah, it's just
it looks like,
the perspective
it looks like a hand turkey.
The perspective is weird indeed. Yes.
Okay. Wait, sorry.
But that's yeah. You can take a quick peek out there and see that, and I'm going to move you back with everybody else there. But yeah, that's what you see out there.
Actually, though, okay, I am gonna go back out though.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at the statue, and I'm gonna whisper, "Where should we go?"
It just stands there. It has no movement, or even with the blank smoothness of its face, there is nothing to tell you anything.
Just gonna poke it, and I say, "Sometimes you guys help us." Nothing?
Not a peep.
Great. Okay, so I'm gonna come back out. I'm gonna say, "Okay, guys, so got an exit if we need it. But also one of our glass statue friends is out there. He's not being as helpful as some of the others."
Nyapet's gonna turn around, and there's a door here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a door on this side too, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Nyapet's gonna look back at Kane and Wanderin and kind of nod to either door.
You guys want to give a listen at those doors?
I'll check this one. Make my way to that door.
Okay.
I'm just letting go of the whole rope thing. There's...
Okay, I was gonna say, Wanderin, you're kind of starting to get a little stretched, but you can still.
It wouldn't work though.
You guys better put yourself back in that rope. If somebody finds us, we're fucked.
Hey, Language.
Yeah, stop all that fucking swearing.
You just seen Yappa's head.
Just shut the fuck up already. Listen.
Kane, I guess we'll start with you. Make a perception check for me. And
Alright.
Wanren, if you are listening to the other side, make a perception check as well.
Would I be able to stretch to the other side or just make the check?
Yeah, you can. You're getting there. You can kind of like lean and listen, but yeah, it's there.
Like that's fine. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got a 10.
Perception. 19.
Okay. Kane, I am also taking, just a heads up, I'm also taking into consideration your very high passive as well. You don't hear anything. There doesn't seem to be any noise coming from the other side of your door. Wanderin, if you listen in, you don't hear anything coming from the other side of your door. Except maybe there's a little bit of a rustle. Possibly like a cough or like a clearing of the throat. For the most part, it's quiet, but there's definitely something or someone behind the door.
All right. Head back closer to the group.
Well,
It's definitely not as noisy as the rest of you had described the other rooms, but it does sound like there's something in there.
Mine sounded empty. Didn't hear anything.
so we just pick one of them. I'd rather pick one of them than the loud doors.
What if it's Gondrin?
Let's take a look then.
So which door are you going to?
I imagine the one that Wanren was listening at and indicated that there was someone.
Because that you had this door, and then this door up here, left.
Yeah, I'm just the two that are right here with us, and probably the one that Wanren's already listened to.
Okay.
But okay, guys, get back into the rope in case it isn't Gondrin.
Nyapith, who has not let go of her rope at all, is still kind of holding it with the slack dragging behind her.
I'm missing somebody. There we go. Sorry, I was Wandering's on top of. There we go. There we go. We're all accounted for. Okay, so you're going into that room?
Yes.
That's not the one I want. I want this one. You open up the door, and inside are two hobgoblins. Let me, because I don't know if we've seen these folks yet.
Oh, it's big boys.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, guys. Then Warren just walks out.
Well, I'm out. Yes. So, the two hobgoblins are there. One is kind of lounging on one of the beds. I'll give you just a quick description of what you see along with the two hobgoblins. Kind of in the middle, where they're sitting and lounging, is a stone brazier full of coals. There are 4 straw pallets that are lined up against the east wall. The wall towards the south, just like the wall that you see next to you, is collapsed. Everything seems to have collapsed all around in there. And that actually is all I'm going to let you see for now, except you can see, similar to the other doorways here, a large curtain to the north. Both of the hobgoblins turn in your direction and say, "You don't look familiar."
Sorry, I am new here and we have prisoners, and someone told me to come this way, but obviously that's wrong. Can you tell me where to put these guys?
How many you got?
3.
3.
Yeah. We took them out.
Just
But
the 2 of you?
Yeah. We were...
Bring him in. Let's get a look at him.
So I give him a tug.
Get
in here.
Okay, yeah, Since you have bested us completely, we will follow what you say.
Yep, it follows into the room.
Okay.
Well, hello.
You there. You there. Oops. That was a double click.
Oh, this is a cozy little setup you got in here, gentlemen. Or gentle people, rather.
Quiet.
Now coming into the room, you can see a door towards the south. Pretty decent specimens. King will be happy. Yeah, I feel somebody else might be happy too. What do you think? Yeah. Maybe not that one, but the Dragonborn. They could make somebody really happy. Other 2 are a little scrawny, I think.
Begging your pardon, what do you mean by that? Make somebody happy? We talking... are we talking manual labor? What kind of...
I'll tell you what. Why don't you take the Dragonborn and this elf, pointing to Wanren. Why don't you guys go down, take him to the barracks? Yeah, the barracks. Right through that door. And you can go up and have an audience with the king himself, looking at Vorp, but also cane, and the one hobgoblin's going to actually look at you up and down, say, "Yeah, I have a feeling this one's going to break real easy. We'll have so much to tell our king."
I mean, why do we need to break up the set? Why can't we just take them all there?
Too risky, and you don't need everybody. Take them one at a time in to see the king. After the other folks spend some time in the barracks.
But we want to show off our catch.
Oh, don't worry. You'll get the reward. You'll get plenty of reward.
And a promotion?
That's up to the king.
I mean, I think we should get a promotion. Look at how big these guys are. We are so good. We took them all down. Basically the best.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I still kind of just curious. What barracks are we gonna? Get some uniforms? Get assigned patrols? I mean, it's been a minute since I was a prisoner, so I'm just trying to, reacquaint myself.
Oh, you'll get processed. And when the one says it, the other one's gonna chuckle a little bit. Yeah, you'll get processed.
Okay.
Can I? Nyapa's trying to size these guys up to determine how capable they actually are.
Mhm.
Like, are these guys like all fluff and no substance? You know what I mean?
Depending on what, I mean, I'd be happy to give some other specific details if you wanted like insight into some other things, but I can tell you that just from their demeanor and their size and their stature and everything like that, they are pretty solidly built, and
Gotcha.
they are here to serve.
Yeah, I think Nyapa's trying to, she's leaning on some backstory elements and trying to look for like a tell, or like if one of them's like, as they're talking like about these different things, trying to look for an end to kind of get them to talk more.
Zoom tight.
Thank you.
I mean, they're I don't know. They're pretty tough. So what?
Okay.
Give me an idea of what you're looking at here, or just go ahead and start.
If I'm cool to roll
what you wanna
an insight, yeah, because she's just sizing them up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we walked into the room, they clearly know what's going on. They're giving us orders to split up. Like, she's looking for a way to kind of keep them talking while we're in the room. Or you know what I mean? Like, trying to find something to ask about or goad about to keep them spilling the beans a little bit.
I mean, you can try various things. There's nothing right now that I feel like even a roll can give, because they are tough and stone cold, and they are loyal. I am giving you all of that just from being in here. You can get all that just naturally. You know that they are not. They're tough eggs to crack. So, You can try different things, but they're pretty tough.
Gotcha.
And they have this idea in their head about how this is going to go.
Right. Nyapet's going to kind of shrug her shoulders back and go,
Right, process. Like lunch meat or like important documents?
You'll be processed through the system. Yeah, through the system, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you guys are using big words like system, process.
Mm-hmm.
You don't normally see that kind of vocabulary from just some henchmen. I gotta say, this seems like a pretty snazzy rig. I've never been kidnapped by such a snazzy rig, I gotta be honest.
Well, maybe you'll enjoy our accommodations then in the barracks.
I have a feeling that we working with some like nail beds or...
Oh no, there's comfortable accommodations in there.
Oh, well that's good to hear. So it's good to hear. What is it? You got a little king looking out for prisoners. You don't normally see that kind of care.
We like to take care of those that come in through the doors. Please, why don't you go ahead and you three make your way, and you two, you can come with me to see the king.
Nyapet's gonna turn and look at Kane and go, and kind of like shrug, like, what do you want, bud?
I mean, if you're looking for secrets, I'm kind of a talker. I could maybe just, have a sit down little chat there.
You certainly are a talker, but I don't think you'd give us the information we'd want. This one, though.
What do you think I know? I mean, like, really.
That's up for you and the king to talk about. And if you don't have much to offer, let's just go back to the barracks. You there, what was your name? The one's pointing at you, Trige.
My name is Glamp.
Glamp, huh?
Yup.
I don't remember a Glamp. And you, over there, what's your name? I'm Vorp. Weren't you assigned to the cave? Yeah, but we picked these guys up on the trail there outside the cave, and I had direct reports to bring these folks up to the castle here, cause it was getting a little crowded down there. We could only keep one or two down in the cave, and Cog was like, you should take these folks up to the king right away, because they might have some information on the whole map situation thing going on. And they kind of re-look at you up and down and go, I see. All the more reason to maybe get what we can out of you then, isn't there?
I mean, we were just... Our wagon got attacked, and we just needed rest out of the way, and then we wandered to the cave. I mean, like, we're just like your basic very, very basic adventuring part. Like we were supposed to just guard a wagon, and then all this crazy thing happened. Like we're nothing special. We just honestly, we just want to go home.
But he's actually something really, that guy, it's funny you honed in on him. He does about 90% of the work, that guy right there, the one you're looking at. I find it very interesting that you could just intrinsically know that
She
guy.
does 110% of the talking.
He's not wrong. He's not, clearly.
He's not. I think it's time to wrap this up. You two follow me. You three.
Yapeth will kind of start shuffling towards the door, looking at Kane like, what's the play?
I hear the barracks are lovely this time of year.
Oh. I feel like this is not good play. They did say they didn't want to split up now. Is this where everyone's positioned?
Say that again?
Is this where everyone's positioned right now? Like exactly like this?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
What's a how is a cone angled on this? Like is it the 1, 3, 5 thing, or is it like an actual like just the lines?
A cone?
Can I rotate it? Like if I was just having to cast a spell that had cone shape.
I mean,
I just wanted to see the angle, like.
I mean, you know what? Come to think of it, that's something that is lacking on this site. There should be like a shape. Let me go to this page. I don't have anything there. That is untitled. That is not anything. I should just delete that.
Well, I think our luck has run out.
That's all of that. I was just looking for an actual like shape, but I don't have that. I mean,
because I know like in the old ones it was like 1 square, 3 squares, and like I think 5
sure
squares.
it yeah. So, but like if that's the idea, then yeah, you right now would only be able to hit like the one or the other if you're heading the cone in that direction. Yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna step back one, knowing what a mental cone would actually look like. And cast Color Spray, which is a 15-foot cone. And I'm going to roll. Can I just share it? I want to read it. I'm actually going to just use this too. So I'm going to roll 66s. And that's how many total hit points man, it's just, I'm bad at reading things aloud. Does anyone else want to do it better than me? Yeah,
That's 60-10, bud.
Yeah.
You'll see
the
why,
total is how
though.
many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by the spell is blinded until the end of your next turn. Subtract each creature's hit points from the total. So it works like sleep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So he'll roll 6d10, and whatever number that is, the lowest HP will get minus from it to see if it impacts another creature, so on and so forth. And it will blind them, if so. If they are affected. There's no save.
Is there a way I can just roll 6 on here? Just convenient.
If you hit that box, that 60-10 box, it will roll that.
Or if you go to the
It goes
on
if I
on
if
roll
it's a
20, if you go to the dice.
Awesome.
30.
So 38 hit points. So whoever
Also
has the
over-
lowest minus that from 38, that person is blinded. It has to exceed the max, though.
Mm-hmm. Something's a little higher.
So if they have more than 38, they're not affected. Yeah. Creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the total for that creature to be affected.
All right, so you take a step back through the door, and they are a little slightly caught off guard as you kind of puff some color run powder into the air, and if my math is correct, which I do believe it is, because you'd be surprised from some of this, but both of them have become blinded, and we are in initiative order. Okay. Starting with one freshly blinded hobgoblin. I'm just gonna do this because I also want to make sure I have that ability check. And you have advantage and they have disadvantage. Okay. And there's no... it doesn't say how long that lasts or anything, right? It's just...
Until the end of his next turn.
Mm-hmm. It's one round.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not very long, but that's going to give you a good advantage for this. So...
Yeah, I mean, it's a first level
And give us
spell.
a start.
Yeah. This one is going to kind of start trying to get its wits about it, but then lunges up and forward as best as it can. I'm going to give it a... That it is okay. And it is going to kind of make just a wild swinging attack, and since it's making like a wild attack, Wanren, you're going to be kind of in the way first over there.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Oh.
Just can't see, and so it kind of swings about and doesn't gain any purchase. Next up is actually going to be Kane.
Wait. Does that mean that it stops?
It's a round, so no. Like that was sort of a surprise attack. So I will. Yeah. It'll
Okay.
it'll go
I was
until
like, damn, it's wasted.
your next turn. Or I guess to find a middle ground, how about we say at the end of this round, it'll go away.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just not like there and gone. Like it has its intended effect for a decent amount of time there.
I'm gonna shoot the one next to Vorp. Sorry, I'm thinking like, do I want to just like try to rogue stabby stab with sneak attack or keep my distance? All stuff. Sure, yeah, we're gonna go rogue stabby since Sight's all me here.
All right. Heads up, Wanren, you're going to be up next.
And I will stab at advantage, right?
Yeah. Which one are you aiming at?
The one next to Vorp, because I figured he's gonna need more help than the one that's surrounded by 3 people.
Okay.
Yeah. What is it? Or so I got a 22. 22 is my highest hit.
That will hit.
All right. Sneak attack. Eight plus 2, 10 total.
Takes a massive hit while trying to clear his sense of sight, and kind of gets knocked into the wall a little bit, and he's looking pretty bad.
I'll use my bonus action to attack again.
Okay.
Does the second attack still get advantage on it, or just a normal attack?
It's I believe it would be any attack, if I'm reading that correctly. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage.
23 or... Yeah, 23 is nice. Okay, with the roll.
Alright. That hits.
It's just thinking four total.
You knocked this one completely off its guard, sliced and diced, and obliterated this hobgoblin into the wall. They are no longer a threat.
Maybe I tried a little too hard.
Anything else you want to do?
That's all my goes.
Wanren.
Right. So I will attack the one that's still alive. Do I roll twice to hit for advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Does an 18 hit?
18 will hit.
All right. And then with sneak, 19.
That's a good sneak attack.
With all the advantages that Kane has brought to you on that little power move, that hobgoblin is crumpled to the ground. No more. You are out of combat.
No, I still have my bonus action. I want to use stab it again.
Gosh dang it.
Just a heads up, the AC was 18, so
Oh shit.
you met it and you beat it.
Me to beat it.
Yeah.
How long has it been since I cast
This guy's self.
Pass Without a Trace?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Not very. I would say you were maybe from the time it took you to just search all of these things and in there.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Cool.
I mean,
Great.
not long at all.
Do we need to roll another stealth to make sure that no one heard the combat?
That would have been done during the combat.
Great. Cool.
Yeah.
Does it seem like anyone has heard?
So far, nothing is really. No alarms are ringing. There's nothing that you hear directly from this room.
Nyapith is gonna hurry over and like look out the door and like close it.
Just guys, excuse me, pardon me.
And is gonna pull the door closed before looking at everybody and the two hobgoblins.
Mm-hmm.
And just say,
Check them for keys or whatever.
and is gonna gesture at the door on the other side of the room.
The king's through that way. I mean, if we can take them, we might just be able to get all the answers we need through that door.
Yeah, Trige looks for keys or anything that might get us through places.
Is this door the door that we were talking about? The one right above us?
Because I think
that's a curtain.
I think this one
Okay.
I think this one goes to the barracks, is what they said.
Yeah,
The other one was supposed to take us to the king, but we didn't.
yeah.
I don't know how y'all feel about taking a king hostage, but I feel like it'd make this whole situation quite a bit easier.
I'm gonna say they probably aren't a king.
It doesn't.
A king.
Well, what makes a real king, Kane? If they perceive him as such.
Yeah, I mean, kind of what I heard from the guy. He's pretty scary. So
Okay.
you don't want to mess with him.
We could at least
Bad
continue
news, Vorp would
with the
Definitely
this
gonna mess.
prisoner thing.
I mean, we can go in there, but Vorp, if you're nervous about it, you're fine to kind of stay out here, maybe stand guard while we go in and talk to the king.
Are we thinking the king's literally on the other side of this curtain?
Yes, I firmly believe that the king is on the other side of that curtain. Yes.
Was the hobgoblin like waving us that direction?
To take you and Vorp, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you and
That
Vorp
is-
we're gonna go up here. And then
Okay.
I was supposed to take everybody else down here.
Hmm.
Okay, well, if we're gonna do that, why don't we stack up these bodies next to the barracks door to block them off? So if someone does try to come through, it's gonna be
Okay.
more difficult.
Try to find anything on him that it might help us in this situation.
Did I find anything on them?
Roll investigation, and you can just do one for both of them.
17?
They are neatly armored. Nothing, really sticks out as being special about any of it. You don't really find any special keys or anything else.
Okay.
But you feel like you have thoroughly searched through them, and you did a good job looking.
Alright, guys. There's not really a lot here. Do you wanna barricade both the doors? Do you wanna put one in front of this one and one in front of that one?
Well, we'll need a way
Oh.
out in case we don't
Exactly.
know if there's a way out. So we can barricade the barracks door, certainly. But let's move quick.
And Yapeth is just gonna try to drag this nearest body and like lean it up against the door and moving quickly as possible
Okay.
to get that done while gesturing to the curtain.
Let's get sorted. Let's get lined up. Sounds like they's got some weird mindy-windy kind of something. So we'll want to stay sharp, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Is everybody, we're going back in our order?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure.
I'm just putting it there as a little thing. So we open up this curtain and you see a hallway.
Son of a bitch.
There is a door kind of straight ahead of you, but to the right. And the hallway kind of continues over to the left.
Alright. I'm gonna come up here and just 2 doors.
Yep, you can
2 doors.
easily see another door on the other side of that hall there.
Wait, did we do the rope thing again, or are we just
Yeah.
no rope? Are we trying to play this off still?
I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
You can't
It has
argue with
never
results,
not
Shane.
worked.
It has
But you-
only
you-
ever worked.
You're, I
When
mean, it
has
about
it never
wasn't
not
to
worked?
work. Well, right now it wasn't gonna work.
It absolutely did. They thought we were helpless and tied up, and it gave you an advantage.
But keep in
But I
mind,
mean,
I am
you-
I am
yeah.
angry whispering this. She's not just yelling.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
She's just shouting
Okay.
to the universe.
I get that, but weren't you also voicing concerns about this mind magic
I
stuff
don't
or
know
something?
what
Like,
it's gonna be.
all right, you know what? I'm in the back. I don't care.
You know, at some point, Kane, you're gonna have to believe and trust the process.
Kate, don't you have like a ring now that does
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
things?
I'm safe. Don't worry about
What are
me.
you even complaining about?
Stop
Do
bitching.
you have this ring?
No, but we're gonna have to figure it out. We got no other choice.
Mm-hmm. Let's go.
Which door?
Which one looks the kingiest?
I investigate the doors.
Neither door looks like royalty. They are both.
does either door have like incense coming from or sweet smelling?
Just go for it. Just go for it.
buns.
Go for it.
If you
Please,
want,
just go forward.
If you want to go next to the door and perceive some things, you can do that.
Okay, I'll perceive this door.
No, they just want to smell it.
Which one was it? That one right there?
Technically, that
This
is
one.
perception.
Okay.
Smells like pickles.
Make a perception check for me.
19.
It does smell like pickles.
Smells like pickles and despair.
Oh.
That sounds so depressing.
That makes me sad.
Pickles and despair.
Trish. press your ear against the door. And it's kind of hard to get a decent amount of context, but you can hear through the door. The spider will not be happy with this arrangement. I don't care what the spider wants. As far as I see it, I have the power in the situation. That's what you can make out from listening in thus far.
Cool. Do I recognize that voice as Clark's voice?
You know what? I'll just put it in there as part of the perception because I'm feeling nice. It does not sound like Clark, but it sounds like Clark.
Okay, so I come back and I say, two people talking. I think one's a bugbear.
Did you hear what they're saying?
The spider's not happy. I have the power in the situation.
I think that's the door that we're looking for, Troy.
Okay, but they sound kind of mean and big.
Yeah, they all do.
Yes, Troy.
Sorry,
This
they're
is gonna be
scary.
a big bad king that's ruling over all these goblins and hobgoblins and bugbears. He's gonna be a big guy. Well, maybe a short guy with a very strong personality and temperament. You never underestimate the shorties. They pack a punch.
Okay.
Confidence, Troy. Do you want me to go in first?
No, you're my prisoner.
I know, but you could be really bossy and refuse to open doors and make me do it for you.
But you're tied up. That doesn't make sense.
I'll just push really hard on the door.
I'm okay. I got this.
Okay, I'll be right behind you, okay?
And Trige knocks and opens the door. He knocks first, though, to be polite.
Okay. Opening the door. I am going to describe, Trige, what you immediately see. The chamber in front of you has been set up as a crude living space with thick furs thrown on the floor to serve as carpets, old trophies, as they were, hanging on the walls, a large bed to the north, and a brazier of coals burning brightly. A round table with several chairs stands to the south near the door. Starting from the top down, you see a wolf, larger dog animal, sleeping peacefully but alerted to your presence as it lifts its head and gives a little bit of a look. To your immediate left is a a young woman, a drow. And to the right is a large bugbear, similar to Clark. And directly in front of you, lying on the ground facing the wall, but easy enough to tell, is a unconscious dwarf who looks badly beaten and very, very familiar to you. You have gained the attention of the wolf, the woman, and the bugbear. And this is where we're going to pick up next time.
Oh, buddy.